Mabuhay! This is Mr. Criminology, and today, bilang bahagi ng ating online review program or what we call DRS, the Distant Review Solutions, we want to give you some practice sa mga question and answer natin for the preparation for your upcoming board examination. So today I will be giving some questions. I'll be reading questions, giving the choices, and then you can practice by commenting your answer, the letter of your answer, para makita natin kung ikaw ay nakakakuha ng tamang sagot. Kasi maganda na pag binasa mo, mabilis na nag-iisip ka para practice mo na rin yan in analyzing question, and then paghahanda mo yan sa upcoming board examination na titake mo. So the background muna, syempre, we have the CJS or the Criminal Justice System. This is the crime prevention mechanism. Usually, ang ating ginagamit na keyword dyan is the machinery. Ito yung tools ng gobyerno para ma-prevent ang commission ng crime na binubuo ng limang primary pillars. We have number 1, the police or the law enforcement pillar. And then we have the second pillar, the prosecution. The third pillar, the court. And the fourth pillar, yung ating third yung court, fourth yung correction, which is our subject matter today. And then the fifth pillar, the community. And to give some background or some review, we have number 1, the prime mover. Yan ang common na tawag natin sa law enforcement pillar because upon arrest, doon palang gagana ang criminal justice system. We have the second, the investigator or the state representative, which is the prosecution. Ang common ng trabaho is to determine kung meron bang probable cause. And then the third one is a center pillar, which is the court na ang kanyang primary duty to hear and try and decide cases. And we have the fourth, which is the reformer. Yan ang tawag ngayon sa ating correction pillar. And we have the base pillar, which is the community. Now, we will be giving the important symbols and the meanings sa criminal justice system. We have the first one, the Lady Justice, which symbolizes the divine rightness of law. At yung pangalawa, the balance na hawak ng Lady Justice, yung truth and fairness. And then, yung hawak niyang sword, which symbolizes naman the power of reason. And number 4, yung blindfold naman sa Lady Justice, which symbolizes the objectivity or impartiality. Now, let's try the first question. Pwede kayo mag-comment para makita natin kung tama ba yung nakukuha ninyo. Pagbasa ko ng tanong tsaka ng choices, I'll be giving few seconds para makasagot kayo. Number 1, the superstar in the criminal justice system. A, criminal. B, victim. C, police. D, judge. Or E, the prosecutor. The correct answer there is the criminal. Sa ibang mga tanong, ang binibigyan nilang choice dyan is the suspect. Pag suspect ang nakalagay, siya ang pinaka-best answer. But in few questions, si criminal ang nandyan, wala si suspect, so the best answer dyan ay criminal. Next question. The forgotten person in the criminal justice system. A, criminal. B, victim. C, police. D, judge. Or E, prosecutor. You can comment your answer para practice natin para sa inyong board examination. The answer there is the victim. Bakit kaya si victim ang forgotten person? Kasi sa ating justice system, parang si victim ay nagiging bahagi lang siya ng witness. Kasi this is people of the Philippines versus the suspect. Pero sa restorative justice naman, si victim ay merong siyang full participation. Next question. It is a body of knowledge regarding crime as a social phenomena. A. Correction. B. Criminal justice system. C. Criminology. Or D. Penology. Salamat sa mga nag-comment ng answer para sa practice ninyo. Very good. Okay, the best answer here is Criminology. Okay. Next question. It is the machinery which society uses in the prevention and control of crime. A. Correction. B. Criminal justice system. C. Criminology. Or D. Penology. Okay, the best answer there is the criminal justice system. Because A. Correction, siya yung fourth pillar ng ating CJS na siyang may primary duty sa reformation or rehabilitation. Si criminology is the scientific study of crimes and criminal, while penology naman from the word pena, which means pain or suffering. Study of punishment naman si penology. Next question. It is actually a division of criminology that deals with prison management and the treatment of offenders, and concerned itself with the philosophy and practice of society in its effort to repress criminal activities. A. Correction. B. Criminal justice system. C. Criminology. Or letter D. Penology. Okay, the best answer there is the word penology. Ang inyong keyword dyan ay si Division of Criminology. Kasi kung correction yan, siya naman ay pillar ng criminal justice system. At syempre, malayo naman dyan si CJS at si Criminology. So, pag nag-eliminate kayo, ang maiiwan lang dyan, si correction tsaka si penology. But for penology, the division of criminology, while for the correction, yan naman ay pillar ng criminal justice system. Next question. It involves the release of an offender after conviction without imprisonment. A. Parole. B. Probation. C. Pardon. Or D. Amnesty. Okay, the best answer there is probation. Why? Look at the question. Involves the release of an offender after conviction but without imprisonment. Kasi si parole, meron siyang service of the sentence na minimum sentence niya. While si pardon naman, convicted na rin yan. And si amnesty, yan naman ay bibigay ng presidente with concurrence with the Congress. Pwedeng ibigay yan kahit wala pang conviction. So the best answer there is probation. Next question. Probation is our national national language is, or the Filipino nakatumbas ni probation. Ano ang tamang sagot? A. Pansamantalang kalayaan. B. Subok laya. C. Panandaliang kalayaan. D. Any of the above. For those who are watching, you can try. Wala nang mawawala sa inyo. At least masubukan lang natin kung kayo ba ay may naaalala sa subject matter. You can comment down your answer. Nang sa gayon ay ma-practice tayo. Kasi ang main goal natin ay maging practice nyo ito para sa inyong board examination. Okay, the best answer there is subok laya. Okay. Next question. The approval of the application for probation is done by the judge through A. Issuance of clearance certificate. B. Issuance of probation clearance. C. Issuance of probation order. Or letter D. Issuance of citation ticket. The answer there is letter C. Ang tanong ay, yung approve, paano daw ma-approve o ano yung approval ng application mo for probation? Paano daw ginagawa yan ng judge? Ang sagot dyan ay pag inisyuhan ka ng probation order. Next question. It is given to prisoners who have returned to their places of confinement within 48 hours after calamity. A. GCTA or the Good Conduct Time Allowance. B. Special Time Allowance or the STA. C. Visitation Privilege. Or letter D. All of these. Ito yung mga matapos na ng calamity, lindol, mga napagkasira ng jail facility, tapos nakawala yung mga prisoners pero bumalik siya after 48 hours. Ito yung tawag doon o magiging kanyang bibigay sa kanya ng government. Ready? Okay, the best answer here is letter B, the Special Time Allowance. Next question. It starts from the admission report of the individual inmates and serve as the basis in granting parole. A. Admission summary. B. Behavior report. C. Post-sentence investigation report. D. Cumulative case summary. Okay, the best answer here is letter D, cumulative case summary. Next question. Which is not a function of parole and probation officer? Alin ang hindi niya function? A. Needs assessment and diagnosis. B. Pre-sentence investigation. C. Physical and medical examination. Or D. Client supervision. Okay, the best answer here is letter C. Dahil ang gagawa niyan ay mga medical professionals dapat. Hindi yung trabaho ni parole and probation officer. Next question. All the data gathered about the probation applicant shall be treated A. Judiciously. B. Appropriately. C. Confidentially. Or D. Comprehensively. Okay, the best answer here is confidentially. Lahat ng information about the probation ay dapat bibigyan ng confidentiality treatment. Hindi pwedeng i-disclose sa ibang tao. Next question. Probation originated in A. The USA. B. England. C. Greece. Or letter D. In the Philippines. Okay, the best answer here is letter B. The probation was originated in England. Next question. Probation is a matter of right. This statement is A. Correct. B. Wrong. C. Partially wrong. Or D. Partially correct. Okay, the best answer here is wrong. Remember, probation is a matter of privilege, not a matter of right. Kaya ina-applyan pa ito. Hindi ito matter of right. Next is which of the following does not belong to the group? A. Probation. B. Commutation of sentence. C. Absolute pardon. Or D. Reprieve. The best answer here is probation. Again, mabuhay. We will be continuing our online review and sample board questions in the subject the non-institutional corrections. And again, I will be flashing question, reading it, and then giving the choices, and then you comment down below for your answers para sa gayon ay maging practice natin ito. I'll be giving few seconds para makasagot kayo doon sa sa mga tanong na bibigay ko para maging practice natin ito. And to give the next question for our online review, within how many days after verdict must a petitioner file his application for probation? A. 30, B. 20, C. 15, or D. 10? Okay, the answer here is you only given 15 days para makapag-apply ka for probation. And 15 days din para ikaw ay mag-apply or mag-appeal doon sa verdict na binigay ng court. To give another idea dito, pag nag-appeal ka, ay ma-disqualify ka na sa pag-apply mo for probation. So, 15 days is the time frame para makapag-apply ka for probation once the decision or the conviction was given. Next question, which of the following statement about probation is false? A. It is a mere privilege and its grant depends on the discretion of the court. B. Its grant is automatic and no need to apply. C. An order granting or denying it is not appealable. Or D. It can be revoked for cause. Okay, among the four options, tatlo ang tama, isa ang mali, at ang mali dito ay ang letter B. Its grant is automatic and no need to apply. Hindi pwede kinakailangan ina-apply nito. Gaya ng tanong kanina, you are given 15 days para mag-apply. So it is a mere privilege, tama yan. Discretion ng court. Remember, ang nag-iisang pwede mag-decide to deny or to approve probation is the court. And there will be yung order granting or denying your probation is not appealable because it's a matter of privilege. And pwedeng i-revoke ng korte yan once na-find out niya na mayroong reasonable cause para dyan. Next question. This meeting is to evaluate the inmate's readiness for early release. A. Pre-release treatment. B. Pre-parole interview. C. Classification meeting. And D. Admission meeting. So this type of question, kahit hindi mo yan alam, basta inanalyze mo lang yung mga choices mo, you will be able to choose the right answer dito. Okay, the best answer there is pre-parole interview. Bakit? Classification, para yan sa mga inmate kapag classify mo, yan ay minimum, medium, or maximum. Admission naman, upon entry yan. Yung pre-release naman, more on debriefing. Pero pag pre-parole, kasi ang tanong natin is, inmates readiness for early release. Usually, tumutukoy yan doon sa parole. Because sa parole, kinakailangan mo lang iserve yung minimum sentence mo. So, ang pinaka-suited dyan, once nag-eliminate ka, you will remain two options. Yan ang A and B. At ang B ang pinaka-best na sagot dyan. Now, ito, familiarization. What it is the indeterminate sentence law? A. Act number 3326. B. Act number 1533. C. Act number 3316. Or letter D. Act number 4103. Okay, the best answer here is letter D. It is Act number 4103, which is also known as indeterminate sentence law. Next question. Or the other options, ito sila. Act 1533, ang also known as the Law on Working Detention. while Act number 3326, Law on Prescription of Penalty, and Act number 3316, yan naman ang basis ng granting of the Good Conduct Time Allowance, additional information. Parole originated in what country? A. Mexico, B. Japan, C. USA, D. Philippines, or E. Europe. Okay, the country where the parole originated is Europe again. Yan. Kagaya ng probation, dyan din nagsimula yung pinaka-basis natin bakit meron ng dalawang bagay na yan. Next question, the first probation law was passed in the year 1878 in what country? A. England, B. Greece, C. Philippines, D. USA. Okay, the best answer there is the USA. Sa England, nagmula yung mga basis, pero sa USA, napas ang unang batas for probation. Next question. It is a technique used to discover and put into service other resources in the community in order to supplement the effort of the probation officer. A. Neighborhood technique. B. Executive technique, C. Leadership technique, D. Probationer's technique. Okay, the best answer there is neighborhood. Your keyword there is the resources in the community para ma-supplement mo yung effort ni probation officer sa treatment naman ng probationer natin. So, ang pinaka-best dyan ay letter A. Next question. It is the law that abolished death penalty that took effect June of 2006. A. RA 9346, B. RA 6981, C. RA 7438, or D. Act number 1533. Okay, the best answer there is RA 9346, or the law that abolished death penalty on June of 2006. You can comment down below for your answer para ikaw mismo ay nakakasubok ka, nakakapag-mockboard ka. Malaking bagay na upon reading, nakafocus ka, nakakapag-analyze ka, and then pati yung mga choices. Medyo may time pressure ito, maganda para ma-practice ka lalo. Next question. Or the supplement sa mga choices kanina, RA 6981 is the Witness Protection Program, and RA 7438 is an act defining the rights of the accused. Pandagdag kaalaman natin. It is an executive clemency under which the prisoner is required to comply with certain requirement. Your keyword is to comply with certain requirements. A. Parole, B. Amnesty, C. Pardon, or D. Conditional pardon. Okay, the answer is letter D. Conditional pardon. Bakit? Meron siyang certain requirement na kinakailangan mong sundan o gampanan. Pag parole naman, ang keyword mo, kinakailangan mong iserve yung minimum sentence mo. Okay? Next question, the purpose of commutation of sentence is to. Ano ang purpose ng commutation of sentence? A. To do away with miscarriage of justice. B. Restore political and civil rights. C. Break the rigidity of the law. Or D. All of these. Okay, the answer here, the purpose of the commutation of sentence is to break the rigidity of the law. There is a board question naman na ang tanong, it is the breaking of the rigidity of the law. Ang sagot mo naman doon ay commutation or the commutation of service or sentence. Next question. The act of the President changing or reducing a heavier penalty to a lower one or a longer sentence into a shorter one. A. Commutation. B. Amnesty. C. Pardon. Or D. Reprieve. Okay, the answer here is the word commutation. This is the act of the President. Yan ang pinaka-keyword dyan. And then, the President can change or reduce yung heavy penalty into a lower one or yung mahabang penalty pwede niyang paiksiin. Ang tawag dyan is commutation. Next question. Parolees are supervised and managed by A. The Secretary of Justice. B. Bureau of Prisons. C. Provincial Commander. Or letter D. RTC Judge. Okay, the best answer here is the Secretary of Justice. Kasi wala naman yan sa prison dahil non-institutional nga ito. And then, through the board, yan, ang kanyang supervision power dyan. Next question. The Board of Pardon and Parole consider the following factors in deciding a prisoner's parole except A. The crime involved. B. Prisoner's behavior in prison. C. The time already served in prison. Or D. The marital status of the prisoner. Okay, the answer here is the marital status of the prisoner. Lahat ng nabanggit kanina, tatlong yan ang pwedeng consider ng ating Board of Pardon and Parole para siya ba ay pwedeng i-grant sa parole. Yung crime na involved siya, yung kanyang behavior while serving his sentence, and yung time frame niya, which is the required ay minimum ng kanyang sentence ay na-serve niya. Yan ang kanyang mga consideration para i-grant siya o hindi. Ang marital status ay hindi consideration in giving parole. Next question. Which of the following is known as the adult probation law? Ito lagi lumalabas kasi this is the subject matter mismo natin in the non-institutional correction. A. PD 603. B. PD 6869. C. PD 968. Or D. RA 968. Okay, the best answer here is letter C. PD 968, which is the adult probation law. Next question. The purpose of prior investigation of court referral for probation by a probation officer is A. To determine the suitability of the dependent for probation. B. To determine whether a dependent is qualified for probation. C. To determine whether the ends of justice, the interest of the public, and of the dependent shall be served thereby. Or D. All of the above. Ang hinahanap natin is yung purpose ng prior investigation ng court para sa probation na kinakandak ito ng probation officer. Ano ang purpose? Okay, the answer here is all of the above. Tandaan ninyo bakit kinakailangan mag-conduct ng investigation muna ang court through the probation officer para makita kung suited ba yung probation para sa dependent natin. At kung siya ba ay qualified para dito. At syempre, kung ma-serve ba yung justice, yung bang public interest, yung bang end ng justice ay makukuha natin. At syempre, yung sa dependent reformation ay magaganap ba? Kaya all of the above ang sagot dito. Next question natin ay, Mr. X is a convicted dependent in a crime of reckless imprudence resulting in serious physical injuries and damage to property files a formal application for probation in the municipal trial court. Under the implementing rules and guidelines on probation, Mr. X is referred to as A. Probationer, B. Applicant, C. Accused, or D. Petitioner. Mr. X, nag-apply siya sa MTC. Ano ang tawag sa kanya? Ang tawag sa kanya ay petitioner. Yan ay nakalagay sa probation law natin. Next question. Parole may be granted if the inmate A. Finishes considered portion of the sentence, B. Finishes minimum sentence, C. Has considerable good conduct time allowance, or D. Deserves to be released by reason of good behavior. Okay, the answer is finishes minimum sentence. At tandaan nyo, pagka-parole, ang lagi mong hinahanap o requirement nito para mag-grant siya, dapat niya munang na-serve yung minimum sentence niya. Halimbawa, 6 years and 1 day to 12 years. Dapat at least naka 6 years and 1 day na siya bago siya mag-grant ng parole. Next question. When prisoners are used for repairs of buildings, roads, bridges, and flood control, this type of prison labor is called A. Lease system, B. Contract system, C. Public works and waste system, D. Public account system. Okay, the answer here is public works and waste system. Keyword, building, roads, bridges, flood control na kanilang ginagawa. Public works and waste system. Next question. When products made by prisoners are sold in the open market, A. Lease system, B. Contract system, C. Public works and waste system, or D. Public account system. Again, you can comment your answer below para makita mo mismo kung maganda yung time pressure sa'yo, kung nakakatulong ito sa practice mo for your board exam. Answer here is public account system. Pag yung product ng ginawa ng mga prisoners are binenta sa open market. Public account system. Next, under this system, a contractor supplies raw materials and pays the state for the amount of works or output produced by the prisoners. A. Lease system, B. Contract system, C. Price piece system, or D. Public account system. Kagaya ng mga ibang mga contractor, magbibigay ng mga basket weaving material, and then gagawa ng mga basket ang mga prisoners, and then babayaran ng contractor ang state para sa kanilang ginagawa. Ang tawag dyan ay letter B. It is contract system ang tawag dyan. Kaya contractor ang tawag sa the one who supplies. Next question. When a contractor merely engages prison labor and the state retains control of the prisoners, the prison labor is classified as what? A. Lease system, B. Contract system, C. Public works and waste system, or D. We have public account system. Okay, the answer here is we have the contract system pa din. Okay? Next question natin. Mr. X, a member of a notorious group, was charged and convicted by the MTC or the Municipal Trial Court for illegal possession of firearm. If the former decides to apply for probation, when should the application for probation be filed? Kailan siya dapat mag-file? A. upon conviction and sentence by the court within the reglementary period to appeal. B. 15 days upon service of sentence. C. 15 days before conviction of sentence. Or letter D. Any of the above. Okay, the best answer is A. Upon conviction and sentence by the court within the reglementary period to appeal. Kasi yung 15 days upon service, meron ng sentence, sinerve na niya. And then yung 15 days before conviction, hindi pwedeng bigyan ng probation ang taong wala pang conviction. So it is upon conviction and the sentence by the court within the reglementary period to apply, which is also 15 days for you to apply for probation. Next question. One of the effects of the filing of the application for probation is A. Suspension of the execution of sentence. B. Waiver of the right of appeal. C. Admission of guilt. D. All of the above. Or E. None of the above. Okay, the answer is all of the above. Pag ikaw ay nag-file ng probation, kakakibat na niyan ang mga sumusunod. Suspended na yung execution ng sentence mo. Kasi kahit nasa probation ka, kapag lumabag ka sa condition ng probation mo, pwede pa rin ibigay sa'yo ng korte yung original sentence mo. And also, you waive already your right to appeal. Kasi pag nag-appeal ka, disqualified ka na rin for probation. And of course, once you apply for probation, you admit already your guilt in your crime. Next question. The probation order is read before the petitioner and the probation officer. A. In confidence. B. In the probation office. C. Inside the judge room. Or D. In open court. Okay, babasahin yung order sa petitioner kasama ng kanyang probation officer sa open court. Next question. A community-based approach to correction is blank because there is a shift from custodial control to public protection and less financial cost. Anong klaseng correction approach ito? A. Managerial. B. Restorative. C. Humanitarian. Or D. Retributive. Okay, the correction approach used in the probation or the community base is managerial because you shift from the custody control sa isang penal institution doon sa community para sa less financial cost, and then involved pa yung community sa paggagamot natin sa ating convicted. So it is more of the managerial. Next question. While waiting for the decision of the court on the application for probation, the offender can A. Must be confined in jail. B. May be released on bail. C. May be released on recognizance. Or D. Any of the above. Habang naghihintay pa si petitioner natin doon sa court decision sa kanyang application for probation, pwede niyang gawin ang mga sumusunod. Okay, the answer there is any of the above. Siyempre, habang naghihintay siya, pwede siya makulong or i-confine muna sa jail, or he can also be released through bail and released on recognizance. Any of the above ang sagot natin. Next question. Probation can be granted only A. After arraignment. B. Before conviction. C. After conviction. Or D. After serving a minimum of sentence. So, mananonood, you can comment your answer para ma-check natin kung familiar ka or you're learning or natututo ka in our review para paghahanda natin ito sa board examination mo. Okay, probation can be granted only, of course, after conviction. Yan ang ating keyword dyan. Dapat makonvict ka muna and then you apply for probation. Next question. It pertains to information regarding significant family, personal, economic factors of the offender's life. Information about family, personal, economic, and offender's life. A. Social history. B. Antecedent. C. Personal history. Or D. Background record. Okay, the answer there is, it is a social history. Kasi, sinama na dyan yung economic factor, tsaka yung buhay mismo ni offender natin. Kasama family and then personal. Remember, ang unang kapwa ng isang tao, ang kanyang pamilya. Kaya social history yan. Next question. He is the father of Philippine probation. A. Ramon Bagatsing. B. Teodulo Natividad. C. Ferdinand Marcos. D. Juan Ponce Enrile. Okay, the father of Philippine probation is Teodulo C. Natividad. But the law was passed during time of our late President Ferdinand Marcos. The following may be recommended for early termination of their probation period except A. Those who are consistent in complying with all their probation conditions and have served 1/3 of the imposed period. B. Those who have approved travel abroad for scholarship or study grant for a period not less than 6 months. C. Those who completed their schooling in tertiary education program. Or D. Those suffering from serious physical and mental disability. The question is, pwede mong may recommend yung mas maagang termination ng kanyang probation period sa mga sumusunod, maliban alin sa mga ito. Okay, ang hindi lang kasama sa mga pwedeng maging dahilan para makapag-recommend ka ng early termination is letter it is letter C, yung nakatapos ka ng schooling mo in tertiary program. Letter D, suffering from serious physical mental disability, pwede kang i-recommend. Yung approved travel abroad for scholarship study grant ay pwede din. And yung naging consistent ka in complying at serve mo na yung 1/3 ng yung period, pwede ka. This, mali lang yung ating effect. It is letter C. Next question. A person who is granted blank continues his sentence away from prison and must follow certain rules. A. Parole. B. Probation. C. Reprieve. D. Pardon. Okay, the answer here is parole. Kasi ang ating keyword dyan is continuous his sentence. Si probation kasi, sinerve niya mismo yung kanyang sentence in the community base. At hindi naman si reprieve and hindi rin si pardon yan. So the best dyan ay si parole. Kasi sinerve niya muna yung kanyang minimum sentence inside facility bago siya bigyan ng parole. So the word is continuous. Next question. A prisoner is met out the death sentence on the appointed time of his execution. The President called the Bucor for the delay of his execution. Ano ito? A. Reprieve. B. Amnesty. C. Parole. Or D. Pardon. Okay, the best answer is reprieve. Ito yung mga reprieve usually sa mga may death sentence ito. At yung araw ng kanyang execution, the President can call the Bucor para i-delay muna yung kanyang execution. Ang tawag dyan ay reprieve. Next question. Those who have been once on probation under the probation law, A, are still qualified to apply for probation. B, may be granted another probation. C, are disqualified to apply for probation. Or D, are qualified for parole. Okay, the best answer here is they're already disqualified to apply for probation. Bakit? Probation can be granted only once. Next question. The quasi-judicial body, which was created under Act Number 4103, that grants parole to any prisoner who is qualified to enjoy its benefits, refers to A, Probation and Parole Administration, B, Bureau of Corrections, C, Board of Probation and Parole, or D, Board of Pardon and Parole. Okay, the answer is letter D, the Board of Pardon and Parole. This is the body na na-create under Act Number 4103 na pwede siya mag-grant ng parole sa prisoner na qualified at para ma-enjoy niya yung kanyang privilege na ito. Next question. In the practice and procedure of probation, who is considered as the most important person? A, probation officer. B, probationer. C, judge. D, volunteer probation aid. Okay, the most important person in the practice and procedure of probation is, of course, our probationer. Kasi lahat ng atensyon ay nakatutok sa kanya. Okay? And the one who supervise is the probation officer, the one na pwedeng magbigay ng decision to terminate, to continue, or to revise the condition, ang judge. At pwede naman tumulong dyan sa kanyang program ay si voluntary probation aid. Next question. The branch of the administration of justice charged with the responsibility for the custody, supervision, and rehabilitation of convicted offenders. A, criminal justice. B, correction. C, correction process. D, penal management. Okay, the best answer here is letter B, the correction. Branch of the criminal justice system. Ang kanyang tungkulin ay siya merong duty to take custody sa mga prisoner or sa ating mga detainee. Kung jail yan, kung under Bucor, mga prisoners, at supervise yung mga clients nila, and of course, the main reason, the rehabilitation program ng mga convicted offenders natin. Correction is the answer. Next question. The so-called non-institutional treatment is also referring to A, probation. B, imprisonment. C, reprieve. Or D, parole. Okay, the answer here is probation. Kasi among the choices, siya lang ang non-institutional treatment natin. Kasi si imprisonment, reprieve, parole, nasa loob na yan ng mga institutional facilities ng ating gobyerno. So, probation is the answer. Next question. Mr. X, a 55-year-old activist, was convicted of treason. Is he qualified for probation? A, yes. Treason is a crime against the state. No. B. Treason is not non-probationable crime. C. Yes, if that was his first conviction. D. No, he is only 55 years old. Okay, the answer is letter B. Hindi siya pwedeng mag-grant ng probation kasi treason is a crime against national security. So, disqualified na siya kahit first time offender lang siya. Okay? Next question. It may revise or modify conditions or period of probation. A. Probation officer. B. Court. C. Probation administration or administrator. D. Regional probation officer. Siya ang pwedeng mag-revise or baguhin yung period ng probation ng isang probationer. Okay, the answer here is only the court. Okay? Ang mayroong decision, ang karapatan o kapangyarihan na mag-decide na baguhin o revise yung condition ng ating probation period. Next question. The granting authority of probation is the A. President. B. The board. C. The administration. Or D. The court. Okay. The granting authority ay ang court pa din. Ang president, doon siya sa parole, doon siya sa mga executive clemency. Okay? Ang board naman, siya may kapangyarihan sa parole, and administration. So, sa, in terms of probation, ang court lang ang pwede mag-grant dyan. Okay? Next question. The granting authority of pardon and amnesty. A. The court. B. The board. C. The administration. Or D. The president. Okay, the granting authority for pardon and amnesty is the president. Okay? Pero sa amnesty, with concurrence nga lang ng ating Congress. Pero yan ay executive clemency, ang pardon and amnesty. The granting authority of parole. A. The board. B. The administration. C. The court. Or D. The president. Okay, the answer there is the Board of Pardon and Parole. Next, or parole and probation. The granting authority of good conduct time allowance. Sino ang pwede mag-grant niyan? A, or the GCTA. The President. B, Director of Prison. C, Administrator. Or D, the Court. Okay, the granting authority of good conduct time allowance is, it is Director of Prison. Mali lang yung effect natin. It is the Director of Prison. Siya ang nag-grant ng ating good conduct time allowance. Who monitors the compliance of offenders under probation? A. Probation supervisor. B. Social worker. C. Police officer. Or D. Probation officer. Okay, the one who monitors the compliance ng offender sa probation ay ang probation officer natin. Next question. It is a conditional release after the prisoner has served part of his sentence for the purpose of gradually reintroducing him to free life under the guidance and supervision of an authorized officer. A. Parole. B. Pardon. C. Probation. Or D. Amnesty. Okay, the answer here is letter A, parole, after serving part of his sentence. Specifically, serving the minimum sentence niya. Next question. After release, when does the parolee present himself to the parole and probation officer? A. At least 3 weeks from release. B. Within 3 months from release. C. At least 1 month from release. Or D. Within the period prescribed in the release document. Okay, the best answer there is letter D, of course. Siyempre, nakalagay yan doon sa release document or release order or probation order ng korte kung hanggang kailan siya dapat lang within that span or the reglementary period ay or the provided period ay makapag-report na si parolee or si sa kanyang parole or and probation officer. One of the following is not a criteria for placing a dependent for probation. Alin ang hindi criteria para siya ay mag-grant ng probation? A. Antecedent. B. Environment. C. Character and conduct. D. None of the above. Or E. All of the above. Okay, the best answer here is, of course, none of the above. Next, during the period of probation, how often is the probationer required to report to the probation officer? A. At least once a month. B. At least twice a month. C. At least bi-monthly. Or D. At least twice a week. Okay. The answer is, at least once a month, kinakailangan mag-report si probationer sa kanyang probation officer para ma-check ni probation officer kung nagagawa ba niya yung condition, nasusupervise niya yung program na binibigay sa kanya. Next. The imprisonment a convicted offender may serve at the rate of 8 pesos a day, subject to certain rules, for failure to pay a fine and if ordered to do so by the judgment is referred to as A. Subsidiary imprisonment. B. Preventive imprisonment. C. Secondary imprisonment. Or D. None of the above. Okay. The answer here is subsidiary imprisonment. Kapag di mo nabayaran yung fine na binigay sa'yo, pwede mo itong iserve sa kulungan. Ang rate nga lang niya is 8 pesos per day. Subsidiary imprisonment. Next question. Primary basis in granting parole. A. Response with correctional treatment. B. Progress within the correctional institution. C. Good behavior and rapport among the inmates and guards. Or D. Both A and B only. Okay, the best answer there is letter D. A and B ang pwedeng maging basis, primary basis natin in granting parole. Because it is response with correctional treatment and also it is also a progress within the correctional institution. Hindi pwedeng maging basis dahil meron siyang good rapport sa inmates and guards. Next question. Executive clemency extended to person who are not yet tried by the court is reprieve, A. B. Amnesty, C. Pardon, or D. Commutation of sentence. Okay, it is letter B, amnesty. Kahit hindi pa siya tinry ng court at wala pa siyang conviction, pwede lang ibigay ng Pangulo ang amnesty. Next question. One of the following is the least valid reason for keeping probation record. A. To meet legal requirement. B. To provide record which may be used in appealing from conviction. C. To maintain accurate record of the activities of the probationer. D. To provide for the continuity of the service of the probationer. Okay, the best answer then, ito daw yung pinakababaw na valid reason bakit daw nagtatago ng record ng probation ng ating probation officer. Siyempre, kasama dyan yung legal requirement para meron kang accurate record at yung continuity, ma-provide mo yung service natin. Ang pinaka-least na valid reason ay letter B, na pwede mo itong magamit in appealing from conviction. Next question. Basis for exemption from criminal liability. A. Physical disability. B. Absence of guilt. C. Lack of criminal intent. D. Age of the offender. The answer is, of course, the age of the offender. Lalo na under RA 9344, kapag kayan ay 15 years and below, automatic, wala siyang criminal liability. Next question. Okay, so far this is the end of our part 1. And please watch out for the part 2 of our compilations of review questions in non-institutional correction. By the way, this is Mr. Paul Janazores. Sana kahit sa konting oras lang ay napaglingkuran namin kayo. At sana makatulong kahit konti lang in your preparation for your upcoming board examination. This is Mr. Criminology. We have the Facebook page. You can browse and use some materials na nakalagay dyan. And we also have our YouTube account, Mr. CrimiKNOWlogy. And then of course, we are offering online review program or the distant review program. You can message us for the information dito. Salamat ng marami. We wish you na patuloy kayong mahanda para mapasan yung board examination. Praying for you. God bless you all.